Okay.
You know, I don't think you should have started this when I'm in the car. It'd be really irresponsible for me to read fanfiction while driving.
He's not wrong.
He isn't. So, I don't know what we're gonna do here.
Maybe just wait till he gets back before he starts reading, and we can just kind of tag team it.
Like, we got, like, one long paragraph before he would start reading.
I don't even know where we are fucking in the...
3rd of May in the 2nd chapter.
Hold on, what? 3rd chapter? Did you link the 3rd chapter?
I linked the 2nd chapter because we're on the 3rd of May in the 2nd chapter. Don't open it yet!
Why?
Because you're driving.
I'm at a stoplight. It's fine.
That doesn't make it better.
What's the worst that'll happen? The cops will stop me. I'll crash.
No, the worst that'll happen is we'll record a car crash, and that wouldn't be good.
It'll be like the perfect sound clip, though. If I die, you have my permission to, like, I don't know, sell that, put that online somewhere.
No!
Okay, dude, just shut up at a moment and just don't read till you get home.
I'm not Jake Paul from last year.
So we're May 3rd, though? Just so I can, like, you know...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, May 3rd.
Not read along too... Okay.
May the 3rd. If, like, the thunder outside picks up on these things.
If it's really loud, then yes. So, most of the time, no.
I swear there was like a strike right next to the house.
What, Zane?
If I honk my horn, will you hear it?
Probably.
Do you intend on testing this?
I
didn't hear shit.
I didn't either.
Good, I have a little bitch horn then.
Oh, so you didn't get the super loud train whistle horn. Good to know.
Nah, I've probably got a horn, like, from Kirby or whatever that stupid...
Herbie? Herbie the love bug? Not Kirby the destroyer of worlds?
Yes, Kirby the love bug, that car. I probably have a horn that sounds like that. Or it sounds
so long as it's not the one with Lindsay Lohan, we're good.
Was that the really older one? Wait, probably not.
That was...
No.
That was the early 2000s one. It was terrible.
I mean, most of the Herbie sequels are.
Mm-hmm. First one was really good, though.
Yeah, I'm an OG Herbie fan. Don't step to me if you prefer any of the sequels.
Alright, boys, I'm at Sonic. What do y'all want?
Well, I mean, there's only been...
Build your up. What?
I thought we were talking about the Sonic game for a sec.
Green Hill Zone intensifies.
It's like, alright, wait, what? I forgot you were where you were going. But, I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that there's only ever been one good Sonic game, and that was Sonic Pinball. Because it was a game about that was because it wasn't a game about going fast that punished you for going fast. Or a 3D Sonic game.
Hey.
He's roboting for you too, isn't he?
I have refused to say that some 3D Sonic are bad because they gave us Chow Garden. Chow Garden stuff. Hello?
I can hear you now.
There? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Am I a robot? Hello?
Not currently, no.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, okay, well, I'll repeat it again then. I'm not gonna say all 3D Sonic games are bad because they gave me Chow Garden, and that's the shit.
Well, yes, but that was a good part of a bad game.
Yes, and?
Just give it... Sonic Team, give us a solo Chow Garden game. Like, just Chow Garden, nothing else.
You know... let's see, what was I gonna say? Okay, so the Sonic Colors was actually really good. Like,
I enjoyed that, yeah.
But let's see another one. Oh yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle spawned the what was it, the one fan dub, which was amazing. Have y'all seen that?
I put on Piss on the Moon!
Yes, you have seen it. Good.
I haven't seen it, but I heard him like robot out right there.
Okay.
And now because of like
Zane was quoting one of the things. He was quoting Eggman, "I'm going to piss on the moon," which was a part of it, which was hilarious. The guy.
Oh, wasn't there another line? I think I've seen another line of that of like who leaked my nudes.
Yes, that was.
I just remember seeing a clip of Robotnik yelling that.
Yeah. Okay. So the guy who played the voice of Eggman in this dub, he had never like played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle at all, so he had no idea what was going on, and he hilariously predicted some of the things that were going to happen. Like, you know that one scene where it's like Sonic and Shadow are fighting, then Eggman's like, "Hey, I'm going to blow up the island." He predicted that without even knowing.
Did Sonic 06?
Yeah, they did. I haven't seen that one yet, though.
It's really dumb. It's a lot of Fortnite jokes for some reason.
Oh God.
Okay.
Like,
Why can't we let that die with last year?
To get the victory royale. But that guy who played the Eggman voice is back, so it's worth it.
Okay. I'll have to.
I mean, like always, I don't have any actual like full hate towards the game itself. I just don't care.
I have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube. I've never beaten it because I can never find the stupid Chaos Emeralds in this one Rouge the Bat level, and it's like it's timed, and I hate timed levels because like let me explore, dang it.
I still prefer the way that fucking Tear of Grace says it. Rugatabat.
Yeah. That's another funny thing. I don't know if this is intentional, but a lot of people who tell like D&D stories like on Reddit or whatever, they spell rogue like Rouge. I don't know if it's intentional or if
it's probably not intentional because that's a word that a lot of people fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys. I'm gonna order a milkshake, so I'm just gonna mute myself. Y'all have fun reading.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, y'all want this to be a order as a Sonic ASMR.
I don't know. The title Zane Goes to Sonic.
I mean, you could deafen yourself.
Amazing.
You could deafen yourself just so you can't hear us, but we can hear you ordering.
Yes,
that could also be funny.
I guess just to start off, hi, I'm Llytic.
I'm Tom.
It auto-mutes me whenever I deafen.
Yeah, okay.
It does auto-mute you?
Order a what?
Never mind.
What?
Just I think he's ordering.
Yeah.
Should I order a large chocolate milkshake or should I get like Oreo chocolate?
Oreo chocolate.
I mean, I always go for an ocean water, but that's just me.
I'm here for a shake, boy.
Yes,
go for,
I know.
Go
anyway.
for Oreos make everything better.
Unless they're deep fried.
For large.
That's a matter of opinion. I like deep fried Oreos.
Anyway. Yes, Tom, but you're also American. We're reading Time to Fix the Mistakes, that horrible Harry Potter fanfiction that will never end.
Yes, I would like a large Oreo chocolate milkshake. And that would be all. Thank you.
We're on May 3rd of 1977 in Chapter 2.
We're time traveling, guys.
Let's start us off here.
Okay.
Harry Potter sighed. He wanted to be back at his tiny flat reading the old books he'd managed to purchase earlier today. However, he needed information and he couldn't exactly walk into the Ministry of Magic and watch over supposedly secret Wizengamot proceedings. But he could find Aurora's janitors, gossipy secretaries, and such, and read the results of trials out of their minds. So he could just read minds now?
Apparently.
It would be quite some time before the secret Death Eater trial records became available to the public.
So far, the record wasn't good.
5 dirt-poor individuals found with the Dark Mark hadn't received any official trial before the Wisdom Gamut. They had just been given
it's in
cells.
the kitchen.
What?
It's in the kitchen. It's got like that Pizza Hut thing where it shows you where the order is, and it's just like it's in the kitchen.
Yes, that's kind of where they make it.
Mm-hmm. Try not to lick the window.
What?
Lucas headed your way with your order. Oh, Luke, come here. I don't see you coming out. Lucas, at you? Oh, shit. My boy Luke coming out. Hold up.
Oh my god. You better be titling this Zane Goes to Sonic.
Right. Hey, I like a bunch of coins. Is that fine? Sorry, it's a lot of pennies too. That's fine. Poor boy. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Enjoy your night. You too. Well, I got a shake and I took care of all the random ass coins in my car. I'd say that's a good day.
That sounds like a good day.
Nice.
Good job, Zane.
I handed the dude like $50, 50 cents worth in pennies, not $50.
Holy shit!
That's a lot of pennies.
I need you to get rid of these for me. Just hands him like a whole bag of pennies and just drives off.
I mean, anytime I cash a check from the bank, I get it like done exclusively in pennies. That way, I can feel like I have a lot of money in my wallet.
Troll in name and nature.
Wallet? That seems dumb.
Well, it's either that or do it all in ones. But whenever you're like getting $9,
okay.
If you're gonna do pennies, you gotta like rock that purse, dude.
Or just carry a bucket around.
I want to make it to where it's like just this massive weight on my hip.
No. Just carry a bucket around with a top on it, so it's both a weapon and it carries your pennies for you.
Well, if I'm doing that, I might as well just carry a purse.
Public. He's a troll.
Why can't he carry one in public?
God, it's culturally insensitive.
Yeah,
right
dude.
here, right?
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh,
dude.
Sorry.
If he's carrying a buck around, he's pretty much just being like, I don't know, want some fuck, pretty much? That's what he'd be doing.
Bruh.
You want some fuck? Just a picture of your truly, I mean, like, woo! Time to crash into someone by driving out in front of them irrationally. Yay!
What? Oh, God.
Don't do that. You're
Please
scaring
don't.
us.
We can't lose best girl in a traffic accident. Frankly, we shouldn't be really having this call while you're driving.
Why did you let best girl drive in the first place?
Well, you
just decided to drive to Sonic.
Because you're a strong, independent woman who don't need no man.
Yeah, but still. Now we're in a really awkward situation where I almost crashed. We're supposed to be reading fanfiction, but instead I just talked about my boy Luke. God, I love that man. He gave me a shake. It was half off too for some reason.
Do I hear wedding bells?
Happy hour. Happier hour.
It's happier hour, but it's like fucking 10 o'clock. What the fuck do you mean happy hour?
Happier hour. That's what I said.
Sonic's dumb. Alright, you know what? Luke's retarded, actually. Wait, am I allowed to say that? I don't know. I did.
Old habits die hard. Did you actually know him, or were you just getting excited because he was bringing you a shake?
Tell him what? I'm already on the way home. The fuck?
What?
Legit, literally. It took me like... That was the quickest Sonic order I've ever had in my entire life. I am already like halfway home.
Tom wasn't telling you to tell him something. He was asking if you actually knew Luke.
No.
There we go.
Literally, his name was just like... his name popped up on my little screen at Sonic, and it's just like,
yeah,
bringing you your order. And I'm like, damn!
This makes this infinitely better.
This is the best meet cute I've ever seen. and I'm not even seeing it.
Well, welcome to the Slice of Life. What are we reading episode?
Yeah, next episode they get married. It really jumps forward fast.
Alrighty.
Like, oh shit, it's my husband Luke. Hey, what up, Luke? You want to read some fanfiction? Here's your line.
3 wealthier purebloods had been tried before the Wizengamot, as each of them had a relation of some sort serving on the body. Each of them had been convicted, but had escaped before reaching Azkaban.
Lucius Malfoy had not been tried and had not been sent to Azkaban. He had walked out of the atrium and flew to the place he was staying while Malfoy Manor was rebuilt according to the original plans. Apparently, the raft of blackmail materials Abraxas Malfoy had compiled before his death still held sway inside the Ministry, even if Lucius was wielding the power now.
18 others had escaped before being tried at all. So what? Were they executed before they got to Azkaban?
I
They're currently living in, like, Canada.
With the Sasquatch.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for wizards.
Let's see. The corruption in practice was even worse than the records had indicated.
Please tell me you're out of the car.
What? No.
Dude, are you reading while you're driving?
What? Maybe. I mean, I'm already in my neighborhood. The worst it's gonna happen.
That doesn't mean read yet.
No. Don't do that, man. Most accidents happen within a mile of your own house.
Yeah,
Don't.
Would you have an accident,
Don't.
man?
No, these kids are gonna become roadkill, alright?
No.
They deserve it. They're little brats.
Stop.
Stop
Wait
what?
until you get to your house.
But I'm like literally right here, guys. Come on. What's the worst that's gonna happen? No
Someone dies?
Reported the number of escapees from the ministry. The Aurors all checked each. Oh shit! Screw it. I disconnect.
What is this episode? This is great.
If it weren't for the endangerment of lives, yeah.
I'm sure Zane is
Die all
just.
the time.
I'm sure Zane is just kidding, and he's not actually driving while he's reading, because that would be irresponsible and a terrible thing to do.
We already heard Luke.
Say thank you, for the random amount of fucking coins I just dropped in that lad's hand.
Did you tip him?
That was my tip, a fuck ton of coins.
Did you see how much it was?
Nope.
Okay.
I handed him like 2 or 3 quarters, like 3 dimes, legitimately like 50 pennies.
Okay, so you tipped.
He was just like, thanks.
Okay, so you tipped him a pretty good amount then.
It was $2, yeah. For the shake, since it was half off.
I can hear the turn signal.
Yeah, and? Is that a problem? You have a problem with me safely turning around a corner? What, you think I'm some idiot who does stupid stuff in a car?
Like reading?
Who cares about that part?
We do.
We're already distracting you enough. We don't need this.
Oh, please. It's not like something bad that's gonna happen. You guys are just worrying too much. It's not
I can't tell whether or not you're tempting fate on purpose here, and that concerns me.
I think it's kind of funny that he's roboting, at least on my end.
Yeah, no, he's roboting on my end too. It's just the whole thing of
at night, and I'm just like, I don't know, planning a murder. That this is all going to be quote.
What about Instagram murder?
What? What? The Aurors all checked each other for the dark and Aurora only tradition that the rest of what? Well, I'm actually in front of my house now.
Okay.
Do not worry, I have made it home successfully. I'm gonna finish my line, and then I'm gonna, go into my house and get my headphones and, drink my goddamn shake.
All right.
Okay.
Dark Mark, the Aurora only tradition that the rest of the ministry shunned, but they were inclined to love violence against Death Eaters. It was the rest of the people refusing to check and verify that made the mystery a revolving door for captured Death Eaters. If you unimportant ones got sent to Azkaban without trial, the rest escaped.
I think that escape might actually be code for murder now. Thus, Harry had two massive problems inside the Ministry. The vicious, cruel Crouch and his Auroras, and all the Voldemort supporters who kept the wider world unsafe with their acts of sabotage. He hadn't even begun to delve into the laws the morons were passing in the Wisdom Gamut. Harry had to staunch the defeat now.
He decided to break his code of Harry just a little bit. Okay, so what's the point of having a code if you're going to break it?
I forgot about the code of Harry.
He couldn't just focus on Voldemort to the exclusion of the problems inside the Ministry. He wouldn't permanently incapacitate any Aurors, but he needed more information. What's the purpose of having a code if you're just going to break it? There is no purpose.
The only reason you ever have a code is to break it, but...
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, just look at any case of fiction in which a code has been set up. The only reason the code ever exists is to be broken in the first place.
Well, maybe in fiction, but...
Therefore, the only reason one ever sets up a code is to at some point break it.
Or it's just a way to set...
Have you ever known anyone in real life who set up some sort of code that did end up breaking it at some point?
You know, I want to argue, but I'm mad because I can't.
Exactly.
Alright, Tom, I got an idea.
Oh, dear.
What?
Let's make a code word together and never tell Llytic. That way the code can't be broken.
That's not that type of code, but okay.
I mean, as funny as that would be.
That's a secret password, not like a code of honor. That's an uncomfortable noise.
He's drinking a shake, man. What? Okay, that's uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. Do you not find the sound of someone slurping in your ear uncomfortable?
That wasn't even me slurping in Yell's ear. That was me taking the plastic off my spoon.
Why did that sound like you just, chugging that thing through a straw? Oh, God.
Ooh. Hold on. I'm gonna take the top off. That was not a fun noise.
No, it wasn't.
No.
So much for ASMR.
Well, we don't have the right mic for that. Yet. Just at some point, we're gonna get one of those, ASMR mics that's literally like the two ears, and then just do the entire podcast through that.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Exactly. I mean, one thing that would make it great, though, is if we had a cover of Africa sung by Kermit. Yes, that was a reference to something.
I was just thinking, if my voice was a little higher, I could definitely do it, or I could sing it a octave lower. But
there's a video out there by Z-Royal Viking of him getting an ASMR mic, and one of the things that happens is a friend of his, it's either him or a friend, has a Kermit puppet. And so they start using that, and they just have, the guy with the Kermit puppet just singing Africa into the mic in Kermit's voice.
That's great.
And then gets to the chorus and just starts screaming it.
For us, I could just picture us reading a fanfiction normally, and then about 10 minutes in, it goes quiet, and then you get up in the left ear, and then Llytic just says one of his normal stuff, where he has extra information on it, just rather suddenly into the ear, just. You know why people don't Twilight? It's because because they're misogynistic and they just don't like something because it's a girly thing. And then we just go back to the fan fiction like nothing happened.
God damn it. Not only are you quoting me for a joke, but you're misquoting me. God damn it. Because that's the issue here.
Is it my line?
Yes.
Let's see.
The night. Oh, this night.
This night was the first raid on the Auroras. He selected one whose tactics seemed particularly brutal in the field. Harry made his way through the weak wards established by Miles Tavernish and began his search of the man's pipers.
Harry was wearing his cloak.
You got a hairball?
Was wearing his cloak of invisibility, and 15 minutes after he arrived, was glad he'd been so cautious.
Miles Tavernish returned to his home rather drunk. He stumbled into his study and began discarding his equipment through the room. I don't know why I read that in such a weird way. It just happened. The room. Then Harry watched as the man walked over to a magical portrait and stuck his hand right through the frame. The image of a dour woman vanished, and a set of shelves filled with bundles of parchment and logbooks appeared.
Wow. So I'm picturing somebody wearing a cloak of invisibility like Harry, right?
Yes.
He's easily dodging this drunk man around the room and all that stuff expertly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His two kids bust into the room and start running around chasing each other. They're like children and suddenly just somehow run into something random in the middle of the room that they can't even see.
Wow.
That would be kind of funny.
That would definitely be interesting. Very, very interesting.
Thanks. Harry wordlessly sent a
Petrificus totalis. Oh God!
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the full body bind.
He sent a petrified totem at the Aurora.
Bam! Just hits him on the head.
The man froze in place, his hand still extended through the portrait as he fell to the ground.
Oh, there we go. Now it's on.
What?
Let's see. Shit.
I'm uncomfortable. What the hell is happening?
I set the voice on the voice changer to female pitch. I have no idea how this sounds right now.
You sound like a guinea pig.
You sound like you sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but ugh.
Shit, I'm gonna set this up to where I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. What the fuck?
You sound like a guinea pig.
Yeah, that's...
Your voice is... Your voice is a little too deep to sound like a girl. Maybe if you spoke in falsetto.
No. You just have to have a...
I need to go deeper.
You need better settings, that's what it is. Anybody can sound like a girl if they try hard enough. I know this for a fact, and I'm terrified of it.
Okay, Mr. Bullfrog.
That was the loud.
Okay, there we go. No, that was Fred.
That's helium.
Okay, let's, this close? No.
Craig, can you please save us from this?
This is not close. This is not close at all.
Craig, help.
Craig can't help us. He can only scream.
Oh God, why is it so hot in here? There we go, turning on the fan. Okay! God, that is not even close.
This reminds me of the time that one of my friends, who was a moderator for a server, tried to trick the entire server into thinking he was a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So he and a friend spent all night, and I mean all night, perfecting their voice changer to sound like a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually worked.
It did?
Nobody knew he was a guy.
Wow. This is
Too deep. Okay. The whole issue is just that I have a naturally deep voice.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying I should be doing this?
Yes.
I will truly become best girl.
Yes. God damn, this is off. Nope. That's not it either.
I
Now
just
you
need
just
to have
sound like
magical
you've been
girl
in
powers
helium.
and turn into a trap.
What? You both started speaking at the same time.
Let Zane say what he did. It was funnier.
Now all I need is magical girl powers so I can become a true trap.
Okay, what did Tom say?
I don't remember, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I remember. It just sounds like now you've been inhaling helium, pretty much.
I mean, it's still a bit deep for helium.
A little
This
bit,
might
yeah.
be better. No.
So you saw the Godzilla movie, right?
Yes,
The
we
new
both
one?
did.
So I want you to reenact the characters in the Godzilla movie using the voice changer.
I mean, all it's really going to be is I'm a fucking idiot. So, like, you could do that for every character. Like,
Even
every
Godzilla?
single fucking one.
Even Godzilla?
Well, no, but I was just referring to the human characters.
No, I'm
If
talking
I
about the
wanted to, like,
Godzilla characters.
If I wanted to, like, copy Rodan, I'd have to do, like, a Starscream voice. And I have no idea how I do a Starscream voice.
Wasn't there a giant moth in there too?
Yeah, there's Mothra. Okay, this one isn't half bad. Like, it just sounds like a person with a slightly weird voice.
So you normally?
Oh, very funny. Anyway. Harry took only 15 minutes to duplicate everything inside the small, hidden space. When he moved the petrified Aurora, the portrait returned and the space was sealed off again. Rather ingenious use of magic, Harry, though. Although it was too easily countered. Well, it's good to know that Harry vowed.
Yeah.
So I guess I have to remember 1.8. Okay.
Harry laid the stout aura onto the floor of his study. The man's eyelids were frozen open, so it took him no effort to cast the Legilimens curse against the man.
Fuck, I'm Googling.
I think it's the one where he pulls out the silvery strand, and then like it needs the bowl usually or something. I don't know.
I mean, the next line is knowledge flows into Harry's mind, so he's stealing his mind somehow.
Oh, okay. It's just that you're delving into their mind, so it's just... And it's not a curse, it's a spell. Why did you label it as a curse?
Was there actually like a spell book for Harry Potter?
There's the fandom page has a list of spells, apparently.
Cool.
Like, the fan wiki. Shit, I'm gonna look at the list of spells on here. Specific spell that penetrates the mind. You may be looking for the general skill of penetrating one's mind. I mean, okay, apparently Queenie Goldstein was someone who used it. Not exactly sure I remember who they are. Are they from the fucking, like, new series?
Maybe it's a series. I don't know. You okay, Zane?
Yes, well, it went down the wrong windpipe.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
I'm wondering if magicians can put any two words together and make a spell. Like you know, just pointing a wand at someone to go Shiticus Evicticus.
Shiticus Brickicus. You're now shitting bricks.
Ooh.
Sanctus Caucus. Literally holy shit in Latin. The fact that that's a thing that I taught myself.
I like that.
Because the whole thing is like majority of the spells are like based off of like Latin, if memory serves. Like Avada Kedavra literally more or less translates to I create corpses as I speak.
Well then, they were remembered killing the Death Eater in combat and then ended up blaming it on also dead Death Eater. They remembered a battle where the entire set of Muggles being attacked by the Death Eaters had been killed by accidental. Harry wondered if this man lived with himself.
I don't know. Harry didn't mind killing combatants in the war, but he was careful to avoid hitting unintended targets. The Aurors didn't care, they just covered up their atrocities afterwards.
Harry screwed up his face and tried again with his source of information. He wanted to know who specifically had been sent to Azkaban without trial. The names were there inside his head, although Harry didn't recognize any of them. He wanted to know which purebloods had accidentally escaped. Most of the names were somewhat familiar, but 3 stuck out. Barton Scrimgeour, brother of one of the Aurors, a man Harry came to know and loathe, Hierophant Umbridge, and Talmadge Lockhart.
Hierophant?
Yeah, Hierophant Green. Nobody dodges the Emerald Splash.
I mean, I couldn't. God damn it! I mean, my immediate thought was the Hierophant from Sword Interval, which is a goddamn lich.
Interesting.
And also kind of terrifying. He has an angel nailed to his ceiling. Well
then.
Yeah. But it's like, I'm pretty sure that that Hierophant's more a title than a name.
Mm-hmm.
Zane.
Why is he muted?
He is no longer muted.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi. Why is there a moth on my screen?
Because it's a social
It's
light.
Mothra's baby.
Oh. Hey, stop moving. Oh, God, I accidentally opened up the keypad for the tablet.
Then Harry took another perusal inside the man's mind. He was curious to see if the Aurors had investigative and his natural abilities. He watched as Tavitish read documents seized at various rates as suspected Death Eaters about them. As he read over the manifest, the items seized from Stop! He forced the memory to replay.
Harry froze the man's mind so he too could read the manifest.
Raid report, January 6, 1977.
Avery Island, Bailiwick of Grusme.
Full of suspected Death Eaters or sympathizers arrested without injury. Malicious Malika Savory, Tobin Flint, Igor Karkarov, and Eustace
And Eustace Bag!
That's it, I'm getting me mallet.
That's it, I'm getting me mallet! God, that didn't work.
Both of those were terrible.
Yes.
That's it, I'm
should
getting me mallet.
I think it's Igor Karkarov.
Igor, who gives a shit?
I'm sure someone out there does.
No one. It's a name. It can be pronounced any number of ways, and the only way to get the right one is from the person who owns it. And we can't ask them because they're a fucking fictional character.
Okay, you don't have to get so mad about it. Jeez.
Looks like somebody needs a little nap.
You'd start with me.
37 banned books recovered and burned, including copies of the Macarilla and Blood Rituals.
Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. Blood
A little
Rituals
princess.
ad extensis.
What about ads?
Ad extensis.
Blood ads? They're putting advertisements in our blood?
Is that what I think it is? Ugh.
Oh God!
Oh
I knew I
God,
shouldn't trust the
mid-rolls in
government.
our blood.
No one.
Because of
Oh.
YouTube, they're all doubled up.
Oh
Seriously,
no!
fuck
It's
that. That is the most fucking annoying thing. that's
oh
happened.
my! Don't get me started on that. Oh no! Fortnite ads in our blood. They think it's still relevant.
Okay, if you're getting Fortnite ads, that's entirely because of your search history.
No, it's. I'm kidding. I've just seen a couple of things.
I have not gotten a single Fortnite ad ever.
Let's see. I think I got one once, but I think it was a planned thing.
For some reason, I get ads for beef and pork, as well as just a whole bunch of ads for Magic the Gathering Arena. But I'm more confused on the beef and pork ads.
I only get ads for video games.
I don't remember what ads I get because I'm not going to give them that sort of respect.
Big oof. Stick it to big, I don't know, pharma.
Waiting on you to read, Zane.
Actually, shake. Let's see.
18 dark.
18 dark relics for Gooberd, including the enhanced skull containing a preserved unicorn skull, a freshly woven shroud of death, an enhanced enchantment locket with a snake in the shape of a nest that cannot be opened.
18 dark relics on Ram Ranch. That was it. Harry tore through the man's memory to see what had happened to the locket. It obviously hadn't been destroyed, as Voldemort would take Regulus Black's house elf to help hide it in a few years. The Ministry still had the Horcrux.
Harry thought back to that awful day when he, Ron, and Hermione had deceived their way into the Ministry to retrieve the Slytherin locket from Dolores Umbridge. It seemed he'd have to do the same thing in this earlier timeline.
Oh god, you want to make this real interesting. What you do is you have Victoria to see young Dolores Umbridge.
Would she still look like a toad, or would she look more like
No, this time she looked more like a leopard frog.
I was gonna say, does she look more like a toad or more like Eruka from Soul Eater?
I'm going with leopard frog.
Okay.
Sleeker, but still a frog. I'm gonna go throw this in Lance Corporal Pink's tank, not Princess Tanks. What the fuck?
Princess Trunks. God, fuck this story, man.
After Llytic said that joke about Ram Ranch, I've been looking up the lyrics to the clever second. Can't.
The lyrics to what?
18 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch.
Wait a minute, was Princess Tank? What the fuck is Princess Tanks from?
And you're probably thinking Princess Trunks, which was from TFS Broly Abridged.
No, Princess Tanks. Or Princess Tank. Was that like... No, there was a muscle princess in Adventure Time. I swear to God, I'm not thinking Princess Trunks. Like, there's... Like, what am I thinking of?
I don't know. I don't know your mind. I don't think I want to know your mind.
No, you're right. I know what you're talking about, too. Princess Tank sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, the only
Princess
thing...
Tank Top.
Tank Top Tiger?
No. Don't start with me. Again, I searched Princess Tanks, and all I'm finding is tank tops with Disney characters on them. Princess Vape Tank, what? What? Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's the tank that, like, the vape juice is in. For some reason, I thought that was, like, a title, and I was very confused. Who are you?
Your
I'm
Disney Princess
Vape Tank.
personality type.
I'm Princess Vape Tank. Oh, okay. Whose line is it?
I don't know.
I'll give you one guess.
Mine?
Harry thought back to that awful day where he, Ron, and
Yes, that line was just said, but who said it?
That was me.
Okay, so it's Zane's line.
But where was it?
He rifled through the man's mind looking for the truth. It was the first clue he'd had in years, and this man knew only enough to whet Harry's interest. He popped a huge boner right then and there.
Nice. Harry pulled out a small vial he'd be carrying with him for impromptu interrogations such as this. It looked like water, but provided only the truth. He tipped 3 drops into the man's mouth and woke him up. Okay, that was just a hokey line, and you know it.
How many Death Eaters have you killed? Harry asked. The man's official reported count was 3. His off-the-book record was far higher.
19 dead cowboys at Ram.
Well, this is far less entertaining. You can't have an orgy if they're all dead.
I mean, you can if they're vampires.
They're not dead then. We've been over this.
Undead vampires.
It's a really stupid idea, and you know it. That'd be closer to a strigoi.
Okay,
Undead.
fine.
Strigois are the ones that need to be nailed into their coffin, and those are the ones that are created in myth by, like, improper funeral rites and shit.
Okay, fine. Zombies then.
Fuck that. Who gives a shit about zombies?
Somebody's zombieist.
They're not interesting.
That's probably
unless
why
you do
The
them
Walking
right.
Dead failed.
No, The Walking Dead did the right thing in focusing on the characters, not the zombies.
Squiggly's a zombie, and she's pretty.
Problem with zombie series is when they focus on the zombies.
So I'm assuming you're not a fan of the Left 4 Dead series.
No, but I mean, well, for one, I'm pretty sure that those aren't actually zombies, just infected humans. There is kind of a difference. And 2, those games are fun, mostly because it's a whole thing of like based around. It was like one of the last good games focused on multiplayer because it still had multiplayer with people in the same room with you.
They're starting to go back to that, I think.
Anyway,
You've insulted one of my waifus. I can't believe you.
what does the Ministry do with the dark relics recovered from raids? Also, Strigoi aren't zombies, and Strigoi are far more interesting than zombies.
Most are destroyed. Some are diverted to the Department of Mysteries for further study.
Ooh.
What the fuck? How do I lose my... Harry closed his eyes and tried not to scream. He had entirely too many awful memories of the place.
Have you ever been inside the Department of Mysteries?
No.
Anyone you know ever been inside of it?
I think my boss, Master Aurora Janus Wilmot, consulted for them. He's never said it outright, though.
Harry nodded. He had another destination now, in addition to the raids he would foil and divert in the next few weeks and months.
Weeks and months and
Who
weeks
did
and
the
months.
Ministry suspect of freeing all these Death Eater prisoners?
Mr. Crouch has a team investigating it, but they never seem to make any headway. Most people think the higher-ups are blocking them.
What names have you heard?
Alice Umbridge, the former Chief Warlock on the Wissenlagat, comes up a lot. Abrex Malfoy did, too, before his death. Under Secretary Bagnall has a lot of power as well, but no one knows how. There's also rumors that Cornelius Fudge, the magical catastrophes, is covering up something. There's also a rumor that the Unspeakables are keeping information, but there's always rumors about...
Harry nodded.
Have you ever killed an innocent person?
Accidentally or not.
You skipped a line.
Wait, the man looked conflicted.
Accidentally or not?
Yes.
Did you ever report it?
Yes.
Why did these deaths never appear in the reports?
I write them down in the reports I submit. By the time the report is approved, the names of deaths are gone and reattributed.
Have you ever lied in a report?
Yes.
About what?
About the spells I used, about the valuable collected.
Harry wondered for a moment before he asked, "Did you ever liberate some items and not report them?"
Yee.
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 Yee. I'm just thinking back to that fucking Dingo Pictures film.
I think.
I forgot what that. Is that the stupid dinosaur thing?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too. I love the musical remix of that for some reason.
I mean, granted, that was in, like, I think the Italian dub. The English dub, however, doesn't have that.
Well, I guess Yee is just same French.
Nah, instead, the dinosaur just calls him a fool. Or just calls him an idiot.
But what does Yee mean?
I don't remember.
Are you sure?
I don't
Yee
think
doesn't
that
mean
one ever
stupid
actually had
idiot?
subtitles. Like, because I saw subtitles for that scene in which, like, what the Ankylosaurus motherfucker was saying was translated. But then the other dinosaur was never translated. Yeah. Granted, the dubs are done literally as the thing's playing. Like, they're just flipping through the script and reading it as scenes happen. So, I think what might have happened, and it's all done in one take, so I think what might have happened is he just panicked. Like, he lost his line. It was like, ah! Like, that's entirely possible, because on some of those movies, you can hear page flips. I'm
funny.
not kidding. And then there's also the West Coast dubs, in which it's like only 2 voice actors, whereas like the original Dingo Picture ones are like 3 voice actors. I know, big fancy. But with the West Coast dubs, there was a moment in like one of them of one of the voice actors getting vocally angry about not understanding a line. What does that mean? And like, in both cases, it's non-English speakers doing the English dub.
Why?
Because it's done dirt cheap. We don't have money to care about if it makes sense. Just like we don't care whether or not our characters in a children's film are going damn in hell. Anyway. Whose
I have
line
more
is
to
it?
say, but like, hold on. I'm like in the middle of the hallway right now, and if I say something weird, my parents will probably look at me.
Okay.
But yeah, who's also I can hear somebody's fan.
That would be mine. I was sweating in here. Despite the fact that it's raining.
Look, I know they're your biggest fan, but you should really let them go.
But I wouldn't be cool without him.
God damn it.
You see, okay. My head, right here. Reference, up here.
It was wordplay, Tom.
People didn't get it. I'm not really paying attention.
Oh my gosh, Tom, he wouldn't be cool without him.
I wouldn't be cool without my biggest fan.
Yeah, I'm getting it now that you're saying it, and I feel really dumb, so...
You should.
Okay. I'm
Don't
gonna
worry,
go back
Tom,
to
you're
the...
cute.
Like, laughed at the Squidward line and fucking, like, Avengers fucking, not Endgame, the one before it. Infinity War.
There was a
Hey there,
Squidward.
Squidward. Okay, was that a joke? Was he... What? Like, I heard that line and I was like, wait, was that supposed to be a joke? I'm confused.
He
What's
said,
that
like,
line?
go home, Squidward. Or something.
Like, Tony Stark calls one of the villains Squidward. That's the joke. That's
Oh,
the only
yeah,
joke.
okay.
That's the entirety of the joke.
Okay.
It's hashtag haha funny.
I'm gonna go back to pushing replay on the Yee video.
Yeah.
E.
I don't know. I just kind of want to go back to listen to the Botnik Rock video. That was made last year, and I am so surprised by it.
Who do you suggest of changing reports after submit them? Is that the line?
Yes.
What?
Well, that's what I said.
Oh. I wondered for a moment before he asked, did you ever liberate items and not... okay. You said ye, so now it's my line. Who do you suspect of changing your reports after you submit them?
My boss or Mr. Crouch or other team the leaders. I don't know. It could be anyone.
Harry really did dislike incurious people. Have you ever reported your suspicions?
Of course not!
Why not?
Cause fuck you, that's why. I like my job. Bad things happen to people who speak their minds.
Seems like a valid reason.
Hmm.
I mean, not a great reason, but a valid reason. Harry asked many questions on every other topic he could think of before he obliviated the aurora of the last hour of his life.
The Aurora Borealis.
Stayed within your kitchen?
In this hemisphere. In this time of year.
At this time of year, entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I see it? No.
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 Just switch scenes.
Aurora Borealis.
Skinner, the house is on fire.
I mean, all I can think of is the remix of that done to the tune of
Feel Good
Inc.
Someone did
Being hams.
Someone did like a fan dub that made it like it was Mr. Krabs, Squidward, and Patrick was played the part of the mother.
I just love the fact that like that happened, and then a Clone Hero track for it got made. So like Guitar Hero streamers were able to play that on stream.
Oh, Carry On Steamed Hands, that.
Yeah, they also did a Clone Hero version of the Isabel version of that one Queen song with Don't Stop Me Now.
One also got done of this one like YouTube poop of the Doug Dimmadome scene.
Huh.
It wasn't even an actual song, it was just really weird.
That is weird.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dibsdale Digadome? That not right. I need to find it. Like, that's right. Really, not right.
Well, the official Guitar Hero game actually did a version of the song about Trogdor from Homestar Runner.
Well, anyway,
is it my line?
Yes.
Harry left the small home and spent a few hours reviewing the documents he'd copied from the man's safe. The Auror was a bit paranoid. He kept copies of all his original reports and also the reports as they finally appeared in the Ministry. The changes were dramatic, but Harry couldn't identify the person who'd done this sort of modification just based off of the Auror's evidence.
He had more people to put on his list of questions. Time disturbing Harry discovered.
I heard most of that.
I heard the first sentence.
I can't understand your accent.
I mean, it mainly just sounds like he's wrapped himself in parachute material.
What, Bob?
I was talking about the rustling noise. Like, Zane's currently recording from inside a parachute. On the ground.
I can't get out of it.
Okay.
What is this episode, guys?
I don't know. Most of the weirdness has just happened from Zane.
Zane's
I'm gonna
past
be
the
real
point.
with you.
Zane's past the point of carrying right now. It's kind of like that one episode.
Listen, I'm supposed to be asleep right now, okay?
We're almost done here. Don't worry.
Well, finish your line, and then we can be done whenever we finish this chapter.
He had more people to put on his list of questions. The deeper he dug in this timeline, the more disturbing things Harry discovered.
Wait. I don't know about this. The Ministry had held custody over one of Voldemort's Horcruxes and did not destroy it.
Should I jump on this bandwagon or not?
You should, brother.
Oh, jeez, there are people here. There were layers of liars inside the Ministry. Some were lying about what the Aurors did, others about what the Death Eaters did. Each side was trying to sabotage the other from inside the Ministry. No one was trying to clear out the spies and operatives.
That was a mighty fine reading, brother.
People were just as big of sheep now as they would have been when Harry had first entered the wizarding world. It was enough to remind Harry he wasn't doing all of this for others. He was doing it for the little wizard who would be born in 3 years in Godric's Hollow.
I haven't been this happy since the last time I met my cousin.
This episode has gotten weird.
Well, that's all we got for this episode, folks. Hope to see you next time.
Or not, that's fine too.
Ooh-wee.